Hey guys, welcome back to Honeycomb. My name is Kayo and it's been a week since Coffee Festival. That's why you didn't get a video from us last week. We've been really busy with that. But in the wake of Coffee Festival, I have all this stuff here, stuff I picked up at and around the festival, and I wanted to show it all to you. We're gonna start with the Jordan bag. So BGC Coffee Festival took place over September 10 and 11. We did a bunch of panels. We call them Daily Drink Dialogues. They are starting to go up on the channel already. The first one's already dropped. But we had it out in an open park in BGC, which is a township here in Manila, Philippines. And that park is the park where Jordan Manila is. So one of the things that we did with one of the competitions, which is the Latte Art Throwdown, is that if you were the champion of that competition, we would walk you right into Jordan Manila and you could pick out any pair of shoes that you wanted. So, you know, when we think about our YouTube channel, sometimes we're a bit worried that the content is not just one track, not just about one thing, which people tend to like, but it's very authentic to who we are. And I was really happy with that event that we got to do something that was very authentic to Honeycomb, which was to do both sneakers and coffee at the same time. So that was an oat milk latte art throwdown with Minor Figures, which was our sponsor for that event. So thank you to Minor Figures. And then the prize was that you got to walk in and buy anything in Jordan's store. The winner, which was Joms, walked right in and picked up a pair of Fire Red Jordan 3s. And then my brother, who had been hosting the whole event, I got a wrap gift, which was a pair of the Jordan 6 based on the Georgetown PE, which is a gray suede Jordan 6. I really wanted those sneakers, and he and I already look alike, so I didn't want to get the same pair of sneakers as him. So instead, I picked this up later on that week. And I want to show you guys what's in here, and we'll get into the other stuff. There's a lot of coffee stuff here, but we'll start first with the Jordan store stuff. So this is a smaller box. If you saw the thumbnail, you probably know what this is gonna be. It says Jordan Super Play Slide SP in size 10. If you know the channel, you know that I wear size 9.5, and this is a slide. So slides don't come in half sizes usually. So my recommendation is to go up half a size when you're going with slides. That way you can wear socks and stuff like that. But you know, if you can try them out in store, do that. It's always a good idea. So it comes in this box, which is kind of a slide style box. And there we go. 23 paper. And these are the J Balvin Jordan Super Play Slide. Now they did have the Jordan 2s as well. I actually tried to buy this on the sneakers app, but it's sold out like a few times. I tried to buy it and it just wasn't working out. So I went straight to Jordan store like the same day to try and see if they still had it, and they did have it. Luckily, apparently they've restocked back on the Nike app. I don't know how that works, but it happened. Now I have been looking for the right pair of slippers for a while. I actually haven't really worn slippers for about 2 years, maybe even longer, which is strange because I spend a lot of time at home like all of us. But when this came out, you know, I really loved the look of it, so I decided to, why not, pull the trigger. Time to get a pair of slippers for Kayo. Let's talk about the footwear. All right, so the bottom is, the entire sole is made out of one piece. It looks like it was injected molded. If I were to guess, I'd say it's EVA. I didn't look anything up. It doesn't look like there's any sort of air inside of this foam. And you can actually, I don't know how they do this, but the bottom is stiffer than the top. And it does seem to be only one piece. I can't see any seams or glue anywhere. On foot, they do fit, I would say, true to size, which means that the size 10 is a little bit big for me. But luckily, there's this strap for tightening it and loosening it, and it actually surprisingly works. This midsole is actually glow in the dark, which is kind of wacky. We'll try to get some video of that to show you guys. Moving up from the sole, you have the straps. There's one big strap that goes over your entire foot, and it has this, seems like a purely aesthetic design feature of this big padded top. You don't feel them inside. You might be worried that it gets warm. It doesn't. There are actually some ventilation holes on the inside. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but there are some ventilation holes right there to let your foot breathe a bit. Now, most of the Jordan Super Play slides come in a single color, and this one comes kind of in like a translucent, transparent, and inside there's a print of these clouds that are kind of the theme of the J Balvin Jordan 2. So this kind of accompanies the Jordan 2. It uses the same contrast stitching, which is a rainbow thread that goes all the way around. And then the strap says J Balvin. It has this logo there, the lightning in the eyes logo and the lightning in the brain logo. And you open it up, it says 23 engineered, and it has it in rainbow colors. Now again, that strap does serve a technical function, and it does, you can feel it. It does tighten around your foot when you need it. It's not gonna go down like half a size, but it creates a little bit of snugness, just enough. And if I'm like really honest, I'm not a huge J Balvin fan specifically, but I really like the design of this slide. I thought that it was very much something that I would enjoy wearing, you know, both here at the studio and at home going about. And to match them, I picked up, also from the Jordan store, the socks. So these are the Legacy Crew socks with dry fit technology, cushioning at key zones for concentrated comfort. And I got these in the Jordan store. I wasn't planning to buy them. I was planning to buy the slides, but I ended up getting these. It has the AIR logo with the J Balvin style. So the I is a lightning bolt. And then on the reverse side, it says Air with the J Balvin smile with the lightning bolt in the eyes logo. So these will go well together. Our on-foot shots, I'm gonna be wearing these. And let me know what you think. Is it overkill? Should you be wearing slides with socks? I'd love to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section down below. Those are the J Balvin Super Play sides from Jordan. All right, other things that I got throughout the week. Actually, I got one more thing in the Jordan store. This is a beanie. It's a Clot beanie. I have a couple of pairs of Jordan Clot sneakers, and I thought this would go really well with, you know, to wear with them, but also it can get really cold over here, especially in the training room here in Honeycomb. So I tend to need to wear a beanie because I'm bald, and that's what happens if you have no hair, you get cold. So I thought this was really cool. It has these nice jade designs. This is a repeating pattern, a repeating theme for all of the Clot collaborations, where there's jade, and then it has this kind of traditional Chinese framing for the Jumpman and then for the Clot logo. So because I have a couple of pairs of Clots, they match 1:1 with them. Now this actually comes out coinciding with their new Jordan Delta 2 sneaker, which is kind of inspired by the Flint Jordan 13. And that's why it has the same blue Flint color that appears on the Jordan 13, and that pair of shoes also features the same color. So they're supposed to match with that. I didn't pick that one up because I have 2 pairs of Delta 2s and I don't think I need another one. But if I didn't own any Delta 2s, I think I'd be going for that one. Yeah, it is really cool. It has a full leather tongue, unlike the other Delta 2s which have a full mesh tongue. This one really is a premium build on that sneaker. Up next, inside this bag, Coffee People hat. So this is the second hat that I'm showing you guys today. I got this from the nice guys over at Yardstick. Yardstick Coffee is actually the organizer, the main organizer of the Philippine AeroPress Championships, which was a keystone event at BGC Coffee Festival. So I got this off of them and our friends over there, Andre Chanko, but they were very nice to hook me up with this nice coffee person hat. And I found that I'm needing a lot of hats, both because of my baldness and it's cold here, but also because of the amount of golf that I play. So I'm not sure if this is gonna be a golf hat for me, but having an alternative to wear means that I can wear my other hats for playing golf. What else is in the Jumpman bag? Oh, this is the DiFluid Pocket Refractometer. Now for all you non-coffee nerds, what this is this is a little device that allows you to measure the total dissolved solids in any liquid, in your water, in your coffee, but specifically we're using it for coffee to understand our extraction rates. So oftentimes, shout out to Raf, people say that TDS is not extraction. That's correct. But the formula for calculating your extraction is based on the amount of coffee you put in, the water that comes out, or the liquid that comes out, and your TDS. So the only one that's really moving in that formula is your TDS in your extraction rate. So this is a nice, cool little device. Usually it's a giant machine, it's like this big, right? And this one's tiny. You should see it. People have been mistaking it for a antigen test or sometimes people have been mistaking it for a vape device. That's how small it is. And there it is, the DiFluid. I actually got this from our friends at El Capitan. It looks like they'll be carrying it very soon. What you do is you put liquid in there and you press a button and it gives you a reading. And so we'll be doing some tests with this. We still actually haven't figured out what we want to do, what we want to test with this device. But it's pretty cool. Charges USB-C, which is awesome. That means you don't really have to be worried about batteries all the time. And I actually did some research online and this connects directly to an app. If you want to see more about this device, stay tuned to the channel because as we learn more and do more, we can explore ideas that we didn't explore before. So it really opens up kind of a world of learning when it comes to coffee. And so expect this to feature in some more of our content moving forward from here. So that is the DiFluid Pocket Refractometer. You can follow El Capitan on Instagram to find out when it's going to be coming out more locally. Inside this brown bag, I have 3 more things. The first is this lovely take-home Philippine AeroPress Championship pointy finger. So the AeroPress Championships was part of BGC Coffee Festival, and basically the judges hold this and point to the cup that they think should be the winner. So I just wanted to show you guys that was a cool thing, that a little keepsake that I got to take home from Philippine Coffee Festival, from BGC Coffee Festival. Also in this bag, we have a little bit of shameless self-promotion. This is the Link coffee blend. Now this is kind of dumb for me to promote because it's sold out, and it has this wonderful collaboration art by JP Pinning, a friend of Honeycomb, and we licensed this art from him. It was actually created for a line of t-shirts that we did for BGC Coffee Festival. JP has a lot of work with cafes, some of the biggest cafes in the world and in different countries around the world. So we're really blessed to be able to work with him and put this label out. Now Link itself is a really interesting coffee blend. It uses Vietnam Arabica and Ethiopia heirloom coffees to create a very balanced coffee that works well as espresso and as a pour over. The coffee that we're replacing is named Elf, and it's Ethiopia Limu filter. And we had roasted it for filter, but we found that it worked really juicy, really delicious as an espresso. So we were serving it as an espresso here in Honeycomb on the hopper. Beautiful notes of like peach and stone fruit. So you got like this peaches and cream coffee sensation drinking it. Dave, our head of training, loved it. I loved it. Everybody else was just kind of okay with it. Like after like 60 days of drinking peaches and cream in your coffee, you kind of want to have more traditional coffee flavors, and that's what this is about. So we put in some Vietnam high commercial coffee. So it is not a specialty graded coffee, but we roasted it to specialty standards. So what you end up with is a very, very balanced, very drinkable, easy to calibrate cup of coffee that is very palatable to the general public. I'm quite proud of it. So at some point, we'll release it to the public again. If we can get the same greens, the same coffees, then this is definitely a coffee we'll make again. Link The name comes from connecting what we want and what people want together. And then kind of the backstory to that is that Link is the elf in Zelda, and the coffee that is kind of being expanded out here is ELF, Ethiopia Limu Filter, ELF. Now the last thing, my last pickup from BGC Coffee Festival is this. This is made by an artist and a good friend and my former neighbor in La Union, JDU, and their company, Putik Friends. This is a fine art ceramic cup for coffee. Size is a latte cup. This is 280 ml. I chose this because the bowling on the bottom is really good, meaning the shape of the bottom of the cup is really good and won't create too much turbulence for latte art. But also look at the detail, that beautiful ceramic, and then on the bottom his signature, JD. Now if you are a ceramics nerd, this is fantastic work. If you want to know more about JD, you can follow him on Instagram, JDTU. It's JDTYU. His last name is YU. Or follow Putik Friends on Instagram if you want to learn more about that. They're doing great work, and they do have workshops if you're traveling, you want to go to La Union, you want to learn pottery there. It's something awesome that you can do inside or outside of surf season. And with that, that's my haul for BGC Coffee Festival week. I want to thank our sponsors for that event, BGC, the Bonifacio High Street, Bonifacio High Street South, our friends over at Yardstick, our friends at La Marzocco, El Capitan who sent over the DiFluid pocket refractometer, our friends over at Jordan and Nike who always take good care of us and are always looking out for us and helped us out with that prize for the latte art contest, minor figures of course. More than anything, I want to thank all of you guys who went there. I know it was short notice, and if you follow this channel but you don't follow me on Instagram, there was no way for you to know if you didn't read it in the newspaper or something. We just did a marketing blitz in the last week to get it to happen. Tens of thousands of people came, which is fantastic. All of the businesses that showed up made money, which was super important to me. There were lines for coffee, and we got to talk about some really important topics in the industry right now. So if you are interested in that, stay subscribed to the channel. But above everything else, I want to thank you guys for coming and for patronizing all of the coffee companies that were there. I want to thank you guys, everybody who came to my booth, everybody who attended the panels, who approached to buy a cup of coffee from us, who bothered to come and say that they watch the channel. I want you guys to know that that means so much to me and so much to our team here. I always say when someone says that, thank you for watching. We made our bonuses last year from the content and the ads here on YouTube. And I want you guys to know that I do not take that for granted. I appreciate every single view, whether the video does 20 or it does 20,000. We have both. And they mean the same to me. They do. Because the people who watch regularly and are watching every episode, you know, I want to serve you guys better. I really do. So do leave a comment below about your experience at Coffee Festival. Send me a DM on Instagram. I'm at Kayo Cosio, and follow Daily Drink Mag on Instagram. And Honeycomb Manila, the producer of BGC Coffee Festival and this our studio in Double Dragon Plaza. I wish you guys good luck. I wish you guys good health. I wish you guys some great coffee. Peace.